John Madden passed away Tuesday morning at age 85. He was a legend. He was a true stalwart of the game. Now, I can only speak about John Madden from my experience in my lifetime, where growing up, he was the funny announcer guy, him and Pat Summerall. And he was the funny announcer guy who loved Brett Favre and talked about, well, here's a guy, if he put his contact lenses, he can see better, right? And so beyond all the memes and all that whatnot, he was a legend. He had the turkeys with 8 legs, but he made football accessible to the common person. Like, everyone watching the game, they didn't see John Madden as an elitist. They didn't see him as a Super Bowl winning head coach. They saw him as a guy who knew football that you would love to get a beer or 6 with. I mean, he was that kind of guy, man. He made the game fun, and he passed on a ton of knowledge in his own unique way, and that trickles down and makes people better fans, and it has better fans of their children, and it just goes on for generation to generation. And also, his time as head coach, he was a stud, man. Like, I've read a couple books about that era of the Raiders, and he was a great coach for Al Davis back in the day. Won a Super Bowl, never had a losing season, and his 763 winning percentage is the second highest of all time. His worst season was 9-7. We'll take that. Plus, he retired at age 42, 2 seasons after winning a Super Bowl over the Vikings, but yeah, that's why only older people remember him as anything more than the announcer guy or the video game guy. And the video game, by the way, you can't not talk about the video game, because that game got several generations of fans into the game, knowing the teams, the players, the coaches, the plays, the flow of the game, how to actually manage a game and use your timeouts properly. But that's invaluable of making better fans as it goes along. So that game it's amazing. And the Mount Rushmore of people who have had the biggest impact on the NFL in no particular order. You got Paul Brown, you have Bill Walsh or Al Davis. You could make a case for both in that spot. Steve Sabol of NFL Films, as well as John Madden. And that's it, man. He was a larger-than-life figure who loved the game of football, and his legacy is going to live on forever. So rest in power, John Madden.